So let's start the seminar. Oh, what happened? Okay, so welcome. Okay, so if you have a cell phone, please put it on vibrate or shut it off. Okay. So, hello. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to start out. The company is nefful. They originated in Japan 36 years ago, in 1973. Okay. In Japan, they have 30 branches all over in Japan. So, okay. And then a couple of people from Taiwan visit Japan, and they were on vacation. So they found this product very interesting. They brought it to Taiwan 20 years ago, 1989. And they had 5 branches there in Taiwan. That's how it started in Taiwan. Okay? Then people from Taiwan brought it to Los Angeles in 2002. That's about the time that my wife and I joined. Same time as Rita, Karen. So, also, in 2005, it was brought to Hong Kong. So Hong Kong established an office there. Malaysia, 2006. In 2007, they established in Shanghai, China, but that office is special. It's a retail office. It's not like a membership office. They just sell the product there. Basically, the reason why is because the Chinese government frowned on network marketing. Okay, because the cosmetic industry ruined it. Okay, so and there's some people in China wants to do the business, so we recommend them to sign up in Hong Kong. Okay, when you sign up through Hong Kong, okay, Hong Kong sends the product directly to wherever you are in China. Okay, that's how they start doing the business in China. Okay. Maybe next year, Canada. I always say that. I don't know when Canada will start. For sure, I mean, Thailand, maybe next year, right? You don't know. I have to ask Kat. I think established in Thailand already, but not officially an office. Okay? Maybe next year, the Philippines, because we're doing something with the Philippines. So hopefully next year. I'll be flying to Philippines to do a seminar. Okay, so that's how it all is. If you look at all these offices, Singapore is supposed to open this year sometime. Yeah. So, okay, if you look at all these offices, you could see that the product is good. Okay, otherwise they don't open all these offices. You know, it's very expensive to open an office. Okay. Ions. What are ions? Okay. It's an oxygen atom with equal numbers of protons and electrons. So we cannot see atoms like we cannot see air. So I made a little picture of an atom. Okay. So this is an oxygen atom. It has equal numbers of electrons and equal numbers of protons. The oxygen atom is neutral. Okay, when there's equal numbers of pluses and minuses. Okay. Positive ions. What are positive ions? It's an oxygen atom minus a negative electron. So when an oxygen atom loses a negative, it becomes a positive ion. Okay, now how do they lose a negative? I'll tell you how they lose a negative. When you're close to a power line, electrical line, it emits a lot of positive ions. Okay, so when you're in a building, air conditioning and heating ducts, it emits a lot of positive ions. Okay, any electronics, TVs, cell phones, iPods, any electronics emit a lot of positive ions. This is the 405 freeway. I took a picture of the 405 freeway on the rush hour. Okay, and I took a meter and read it, it's only have 100 per cubic centimeter of negative ions. So air pollution contributes a lot of positive ions. Okay? When it's windy, okay, a lot of positive ions because the negative ions are blown away from the soil. Okay? We live in the city. Okay? The city environment, the way we live is all positive ions. Concrete building, cement. Okay, we're not living in a jungle. We're not living in a vegetational type environment. So, we're living in an environment of all positive ions. And if you saw the moon last night, it's a full moon, right? When the moon, the scientists have found out that when there's a full moon, that's the closest. When there's a full moon, that's the closest when the moon is closest to the Earth. When that happens, the normal reaction of the Earth is a lot of positive ions. Okay. She's been here before. Okay. So, that's how we get positive ions. Okay? So we live in a positive ion environment. So, too much. Negative ions. What are negative ions? It's an oxygen atom with an extra negative electron. So, when an oxygen atom gets an extra negative, that's called a negative ion. Okay? Now, where can we find negative ions? In the countryside, mountains, or forests, because the trees produces a lot of negative ions. Okay? When you're near the waterfall, have you been near a waterfall? If you've been near a waterfall, you feel different, right?
Yeah. Fresh.
Fresh because of negative ions. Because waterfall produces a lot of negative ions. In the Yosemite Falls, it's over 100,000 per cubic centimeter. Okay, so after it rains, you feel different. Okay, after it rains, you feel different. It's because there's a lot of negative ions. Okay? So if you're near the ocean, river, or lake, any moving water, a lot of negative ions. So if you don't feel good that day, we live so close to the ocean, you can just drive to the ocean, stand there for 10 minutes. You'll feel much better. You'll feel much better. If you took a shower this morning, okay, you took a shower this morning, you got out of the shower, how do you feel?
Good.
Good, right? It's because the negative ions from the water hitting your skin absorb. It's a temporary feeling, but you feel it. That's why I say when you're sick, go take a shower.
Every day.
You know, if you're not feeling well, go take a shower. So you feel better. Okay, next.
How about the fountains? I read it somewhere, like the fountain.
Any moving water, but the fountain produces very little negative ions, but it still helps. So, it helps you mentally too. Okay. It's not only physically, but mentally. Yeah. Because I like fountains. That's why I like fish. I like koi. Okay. Negative ions versus medication. The Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine concluded that 58% of patients treated with high-density negative ions have significant relief, the same, identical as taking drugs. What's wrong with taking drugs? Side effects. Okay, so if you look on the TV these last 3 years, the drug companies put in a lot of money to advertise the drugs. Okay? You wonder why, because sometimes we don't even know how to say the name of the drug, right? But they still put in a lot of money to advertise, okay? But at the end of the commercial, what did they say? If you have this side effect, go see your physician right away. Okay, so the drug can probably correct a heart problem, but create a problem for liver or kidney. So side effects. So when you think about it, drug can also kill you. You know, I watched TV and I kept on